Hi there. Want to welcome everybody to the first webinar podcast. Some people call it webinar, some people call it podcast. My name is Mike Menahem. This is Govbidpro. Website's Govbidpro.com. If you're seeing this on our website, welcome. If you're seeing this on LinkedIn, you can see it again copied in our website, Govbidpro.com. And all the other social media websites. We are live right now over here on my laptop with a meetup group that I started called Government Contracting, live training of government contracting, getting a government contract in 2026. We're here, it's Monday the 5th. Happy New Year. Let's first get started with why you would want to sell to the government. We're talking about an organization that has over $3 trillion per year to spend, and that's during peace times. Now, as you all may know, the events of this past weekend, that former Venezuelan President Maduro has been captured and now is, as we speak here, getting an arraignment in New York City. So there could be additional conflicts and other activities that go on in the region, in Central and Latin America, right here in our backyard, if you will. So the Defense Department should be busy. We also have a lot going on, and we're going to talk more about this, that the budget is coming due. That's a continuing resolution, a CR, that's going on right now, and that ends on January 30th. Of 2026, that's in 25 days. So, okay, you've got an organization that has defense and VA and the post office and health, Department of Health, education, energy, all these, you could look these up as federal government agencies. In fact, we are gonna put a list below this video of all the agencies that we have worked with. You can also look above this video for the free trial and the SMB package, as well as the GovBidPro portfolio and what we've done and what we're doing. We just landed a position, if you will, as an advisor. The GovBidPro group is an advisor to a defense contractor in the Tampa Bay, Florida area. Okay, back to the $3 trillion. So you're talking about a very large organization. They have many contracts. They also have set-asides for small businesses, woman-owned businesses, veteran-owned businesses, 8A minority-owned businesses, American Indian-owned businesses, all types of businesses. It's about 26% of our budget is going to go towards these set-asides. And you could have multiple designations. You could be woman-owned and veteran-owned. You could be a woman and minority and veteran. So that's we could talk more about that. That comes as part of the SAM registration, and that's on sam.gov, sam.gov. Okay, besides the federal government, there's also SLED, S-L-E-D, SLED, and that is state local education. That includes your airports, police, think anything local, schools, universities, the library. I think I mentioned airports. The police department, the jails, but the federal government also has jails. So that's the correctional facilities for the federal government. So those areas, in terms of local, fire department, all these areas, schools is a big one. Airports are big. I mentioned that already. And the airports are managed through the county transportation authority. All these organizations, federal or state or local, okay, do what's called RFI, RFQ, and RFP. Request for information, request for quote, or request for proposal. Most government agencies will tell you, we do not want emails or phone calls. That means they would get millions of calls, they'd never get any work done. So what they do is say, look, we are looking for example, 500 computers. We're going to put an RFQ for these 500 computers, and the bid is due next Friday. So you've got a bid RFQ for hardware. They want brand new, and the bid is due. So there's a due date. They want LPTA, lowest price technically acceptable. They want specific. They're going to be very specific in terms of specification. and then the due date and where you're going to send it, and you've got to hold your price for 45 days or 60 days, and then you're going to get paid net 30 or net 45. Some school districts are known for that, to say, hey, we want you to, we want to pay you net 45, and you have to accept that as part of the contract. You have to accept that if you bid, and if you win, you have to accept that. If you don't, they ask you to put it in writing. And so those are called your terms. Those are called your terms. So your terms, when you say bid, you say net 30 terms, FOB destination, free on board. That means free shipping. The cost of shipping is included in the price. Price is good until February 2nd or February 5th. And then all products are new. We actually have to document this and say all products are new. Okay, so we're trying to navigate the process of doing business with the government, right? And I've been doing this for 21 years. So that process, we call that find, process, send. Bid capture, proposal writing, submission. First, you want to find the bid. Very important, find the bid. Make sure you like the bid. Look at what are they looking for? When's the due date? What are their terms? How long do I have to hold the price? Who do I have to work with? Is there a kickoff meeting? Maybe you build websites. Maybe you do disaster recovery. Maybe you do artificial intelligence or cybersecurity, medical devices. We just had a deal where there was a 3D printers, 10 units, 10 3D printers, delivery, installation to a second floor, plus training, plus warranty. So those are called line items. There's 4 line items there. With the delivery, the installation, the training, and 3-year warranty. So that's 4 line items. Okay. The back office includes contract management, managing the contract. We have to deliver. We have to deliver at a certain time. No holidays. You might have to be at a certain Air Force base, Army base, Coast Guard base, Navy base between 8 and 4, Monday through Thursday. You got to look at the RFP for that. And then invoicing. Invoicing the government is another job. So you see, we have all this information. We've been at this for about 7 minutes. I'm going to stop here for a Q&A because I know there's questions, but what I want you to take away from this video is, number one, you're dealing with an organization, just the federal government. And by the way, the federal government gives money to states, airports, schools, universities. And so the federal government's about $3 trillion a year, $3 trillion with a T, $3 trillion a year. Okay. And the way this Congress wants to do it is they're going to do it in chunks, in small pieces, and have 12 appropriation bills. We'll talk more about that later in future podcasts, how this, with Speaker Johnson, how he wants to do it. Okay. And so big organization, they pay, if you cross all the T's and dot the I's and deliver correctly and on time, you will always be paid. I have clients that's all they do is government because they know they get paid. I know some of you out there are still looking to get paid by a small business that may have gone out of business or just doesn't want to pay, and you had to deal with collections. You don't have to do that with federal government. They do pay slow, but they do pay. They've got the budget. They've got the money. They're going to have it next year. They're not going anywhere. There's going to be conflict in this world. We have 2 conflicts going on right now, ceasefire, this, that, the other. Conflicts happen around the world, and we see it happen all the time. Pick a country. So, and we're there. I've seen 5 presidents. I've been doing this 21 years. Okay? It's a good market. It's a hurry up and wait. There's a process. We're here to help you. Please email me, Mike@Govbidpro.com, or call the office, 505-585-1749, if you've got any questions, and we'll see you at the next webinar. Thanks.